So I have already started. I'm gonna get everything all organized, get it out, and then get to work. So I've decided to stop right now because I can get to work on this wall and then I can finish it off, so to speak. And then at that point, I'll be able to get all the Christmas decorations that you see here into the crawl space that's right there, using those doors that I'll be installing at a later date. But I'm going to make the spot for those doors now. Quick update. As you can see, I used the farm jack to hold the landing, and I can now get all the studs out without it coming down or just sloping at all. So it stays and remains level. That being said, I am now onto electrical because I need to get this wire out of my way. So I've got my tester over there, and I'll be flipping off some breakers until I get this all sorted, and then I'll be running some cable just to get this part of it done. Then I'll be back and doing the framing, going across for the doors, and then insulation, and see what else we can get up to. As you can see, I cleaned up a little bit, and then I went out to my shed and grabbed some supplies. I even found some tools, so it was quite hilarious. I'm like, oh, it's kind of nice. I go grab a little box, throw some stuff in it like I'm grocery shopping, and boom, I have all the supplies I need to finish off the electrical before I run out and grab some wood. What I've done so far, so this is a dedicated power circuit. It's not connected to the lights. So when the power goes off, say I trip it, my lights are still on. So I'm going to have 4 plugs here, then 1 plug up here. This is a deep socket, or a deep box, for the TV to be flushed against the wall. Again, I'll have more than enough room. I have it running across the top here and down to reconnect. My TV wires will be here. Obviously the TV is going to be centered from where the couch is going to be sitting in the middle of the room. And then I'm also going to be running LAN lines in through these down here, keeping it away from the power as much as possible. The lines will be shielded, but this is the progress so far. Time for lunch. Bit of a delay. I lost my truck keys and spent 3 hours scouring the house. Finally found them in the basement kitchen cabinet. Yep, so now back to work. At least get something done today. So as you can see, I had to stop and run the header going across there, just in part, so that I could get this wire wrapped around and into its next and final resting position. And I even gave some slack over the top. Now what I'm going to do is, where this wire is here, I'm going to have a switch right about here, so even when I open the door, I just hit the switch, and this LED, instead of a condensing bulb, which this thing right here that can blow up, will be wrapped around the entire crawl space. Okay, so this is the test. So I have the junction box over there connected, open, bare wires. And then I'm over here where the switch is. So let's test it out. Boom! Brilliant. As you can see, there's the junction box. So I'm gonna tuck that out of the way. Eventually, there's gonna be another door on the other side. And I'm thinking I'll put a 3-way hinge switch. So when you open the doors, the light will turn on. So I'll demonstrate. I'm going to open the doors. Light turns on. I close the doors. Light turns off. That's a hinge switch. For now, this is just temporary. And next thing I'm going to do is clean this up, fasten it to the joists you see here, and we'll be done. Moving on. So when I hit the switch, after I open the door, I can see everything and I don't have to worry about busting the light and or anybody getting in here besides myself, busting the light and potentially getting a shock. So this is now safe, except for all the stuff. That'll get organized later. Probably should have done it earlier, but it'll get organized later. So we are done for tonight. As you can see, it's done. I'm gonna clean all of that up. And let's just go over it just to wrap up what I've done today. So to start off with, we have our signal wire pipe for the TV. We got the power for the TV, and we have the power for all the components. We have the access to the storage facility. We added LED lights, and I planned out what I'll be doing for running my power, my extra power, to the garage. So you see the gray 2-inch conduit over there. I'm running 2 lines. One will run 220 plus an air line, and the other one will be a couple lines of 110 going to the garage. So I have all sorts of separate power. So the only power that's in there right now will be running the lights. Nothing will be running the outlets, so they'll be separate. So if I do blow up anything, the lights will remain on, as in like if I do pop any breakers. So, time to clean up. So I have some more cleanup to do, and I'll spare you guys that. The things that I didn't show you today is I changed where our modem is, so it's now by the power panel. I have some lines to run for that, which I'll run later. I also ran a new hole and ducting for the laundry machine. So that's on the other side of the house instead of on the deck side. And a bunch of miscellaneous other stuff, plus looking for my keys, as y'all know. So I'm going to finish up here, edit some video, and go to bed. Good night.